What's going on, guys? Thrills on the block back again. So company sent me this cordless polisher, and we are going to open it up, charge it up, and give it a review. For those of you who have seen my channel before or watched videos before, you may recognize this truck. This is the Black Stallion, the 2001 2500 HD Chevy Silverado. Pulled it in the garage because a few years ago I put some clear and base on this hood and on the top of the truck. This was way before the days of the Mark 1. I think this was an eBay gun I shot this with. You can see quite a bit of orange peel here up on the hood. And there's also scratches and whatnot. It probably, well, definitely needs to be stripped down and repainted. Some Speedy Coat 2790G primer and base coat to clear this up. But realistically, the whole truck needs a paint job. You can see the clear is just blistered all over the place on this thing. And this is a good test mule to test out this polisher, since I'll be taking it back down and painting it anyway. So we'll see what it can do as far as making this look a lot smoother than it does now. I've got the battery charged up. We're going to be starting with some 1500. This is a 3M Trizac disc. As you notice, there is no interface pad, so I'll be doing some pretty serious cutting here. Let's see if this thing can cut through this clear. We're just going to work this one section right here so I can get a good comparison between this portion and this portion, and you can see how well it cleans up. Just got a microfiber rag here with some mild degreaser. We're just going to wipe the surface down. Everywhere we're going to be sanding. Then I've got some Speedy Coat detailer and this right here, so we will hit it with this detailer while we're taking care of this sanding and polishing. That's just going to help lubricate our surface. And while we're at it, I will go ahead and do a little bit of polishing on this faded fender. You can see how faded it is up here compared to the side where the sun doesn't directly hit. See the battery indication there. Go ahead and get to work. Alright, this is the result after a pass with the 1500. It's pretty flat. Got a little area in there. I could go back and work that down some to get it completely flat, but that's not too bad. All things considered, the battery is down one notch from green to orange. Still showing green there, but it was starting to show a little bit of orange. See if we can get this little spot right here. Battery's back at green. Interesting. Alright, let's see how that looks. Yeah, that's better. Alright, so I got a little bit of M105 here. Ketchup, as I often call it. It's the M105. Comes with a foam pad and it looks like some sort of wool pad. It's actually pretty soft, so I'm going to use this foam pad. Should do a pretty good job cutting into this. We'll add a little bit of M105 here to the pad. Excuse me. Yuck. Rude and disgusting. Alright. So there's the M105, and I'm going to pull this Trizac off. And we'll put this pad on here. I'm going to work this product into this area. We'll do a little polishing. Alright, here's the product. Just working in here. No speed at first. Working on the side here as well, because we said we're going to polish this, the edge of this fender up. So Work a little product there. Let's work it back and forth. We'll start on low speed to get it worked in, then we'll come back with the highest speed and polish it out. Alright, so honest opinion, I think that this machine is great for polishing paint that is not too far gone. I haven't wiped this down yet, but I will go ahead and say I don't think we're going to have the clarity that we would with an electric DA or electric polisher, just because the speed's a little bit slower than what you really need. With that said, let's go ahead and wipe this down and see what it looks like. So that came out pretty decent. I actually brought a lot of that back on the fender. This is what it looked like before. You can see the haze there. And that looks really good. Come through to the front of the hood. That's where I had the majority of my heat at, was up here. So this is before. And this is after. Definitely a little bit clearer than it was. Definitely clear. Those are 1500 grit scratches, so I think this, yeah, the polisher came with 2000 grit paper. And probably be able to get the 2000 grit scratches out with some hard compound. Yep, probably so. Now, as far as just refinishing your existing paint, if you don't have to do any heavy cutting, like here, definitely a good machine for that. Definitely good for that. So, that gives you an idea of the limitations of the machine. Now, for a battery powered machine, I'll just go ahead and tell you, I cut this with 1500 grit paper, and then I put a polishing pad on with some heavy cutting compound. It's really not that bad. Considering I've got an electric polisher that you plug in that does about as good as that, it's tough to beat. Not gonna lie. So thank you guys for sending me this polisher. I greatly appreciate that, and you guys now know that this is what you can expect out of this guy. And honestly, like, if you just got a vehicle and your paint's not too bad, it's been sitting outside a little bit, and you kind of got some fading going on where it looks like this, because this is what we were dealing with before, and yeah, that is clean. It's just got some oxidation. If that's what you're dealing with, your oxidation can clean up really that well with not much effort at all. Really, all that was a clean with a little mild degreaser, polish compound on the pad, and then that was it. Let's just go hit this side just for fun, just to see. So you guys can see how dull and dirty that is. You know, black tells all. So that's before, that's after. Before and after. Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all. Well, that does it for this video. I am impressed. For a 12-volt cordless polisher, I think it does a good job. So we got some stuff you need to take care of on your car or your boat. It's got a little bit of oxidation you need to remove, or if you just want to wax your car and make it nice and easy, a lot less elbow grease, That's really the way to go. I'll put a link in the description below where you can pick one of these up. My name's Erwin. This 3 Wheels in a Block. We're giving back what time has taken away. We'll see you soon. Y'all knew I had to finish this. Those of you guys who know my work, can't leave it alone. So I keep getting in trouble. It's before, and that's after. You can still see the scratches in there from the 1500, but the camera clarity tells you a whole lot has changed. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. A lot of dust on that hood, I guess. Yep. Little paint chips and whatnot, but before and after. We'll see y'all soon.